Hi everyone. Um, so I want to give a little bit of feedback regarding the assignments you have received already and some of the issues I've noticed and some of the things that have been discussed in the channels by some of the learners. Specifically regarding completing your assignments that are in this format. Um, yeah, firstly, just understand that again, we can't grade. It will be too much work to attempt to go through individual submissions without automating some part of it. And, to make the automation easier and to make things a bit easier for everybody, we have specific ways in which you have to submit your assignment, especially when it comes to responding to multi-choice questions like this one that I'm showing on the screen. So just try as much as possible, to follow the instructions. And I've heard complaints about people saying, it's difficult to follow along. You have to scroll up and down and enter your answer. While that is a genuine problem, it's something we have to fix on our hand, which will not be for this cohort, obviously. So what you can do in that situation is to find a way around it. So instead of scrolling up and down, you could do what some people have done. So let me share what some people have done. Maybe it will be helpful to you. You can get a piece of paper or use your phone. I mean, that's what most people do nowadays. Go through each question and write the answer down. Your chosen answer, write it down or type it on your phone, or better still, use a text editor. I don't know if I have any text editors here. Anyway, open a text editor on this side of your screen. I think I do have one. Yeah, something like this. And just go through. As you go through, you answer, 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 and answer. Okay, that's one way you can do that. I mean, that's the second way. The first way is using an actual paper, pen and paper to answer the question and then pasting it into or typing it into the box when you're done. The second way is, using this and then copying it to the end and pasting it in there. The third option would be copying the entire question. Okay, copy the entire thing. Like so. Possibly open Google Docs or a Word document and paste it in there. You could then print it into an actual paper or just go through it one after the other, select your answers, and once you're done, transfer your answers to the page here. Yeah, while I understand the genuine reports about how the questions are done, normally each question should have a way for you to answer them as you go through the questions. Again, that's something in the pipeline which cannot be part of your cohort. So let's not even wait for it. So for now, what you can do is to make do with what you've got. Follow one of these options I've provided or follow a different option. Find a way to make sure you complete your assignments and are able to submit it. Okay. Yeah, that's what I would say about that. Also, for those who are asking why it's not possible to resubmit or edit your submissions, that's just too much work. Okay. We also, we have to grade assignments. And if we allow you to submit and resubmit, that would just cause us a lot of problems because sometimes immediately you submit, somebody would grade it. And it would be unfair if, for example, Sheyi submits his assignment and it gets graded like 20 minutes after, but somebody submitted after Sheyi and is able to resubmit later because it was not graded. So that's just not really a good idea for now, even though the system, as the jury board itself, has the capability to allow resubmissions. It's not something we can do for this cohort. It's for specific set of programs where it's a much smaller audience, say for example 10 people in a class, where we can wait until the task or the assignment expires before we start grading. But that's not the case here. We can't wait until things expire before we start grading because there are way too many submissions. So we can't allow resubmissions. We can't allow you to edit your submissions. Once you've submitted, that's the final. Just make sure you check everything properly before you submit. And even when the time comes, when you start pushing your code, or when you start pushing your code to GitHub, or when you start submitting things to Figma itself, we will check the history of your work done, and we would only grade up to when the task had not expired. So you can't just submit a blank page and now decide to do it after you submitted. That's not going to work because we check the last things you did and then we grade those things. If you submitted a blank page and the task expires, we will grade the blank page like that. Yeah, so that's something you have to note for when you get to that stage. But generally, I do hope you are having a good time in the training. I hope you are taking things slow enough for the beginners, and I hope it's not too slow for the those who are not complete beginners. If you are not a complete beginner, what you can do is to go ahead of the class because you've already seen most of the outline for the courses. So you can then go on our YouTube channel, find videos that relate to the things that you know we are still going to be doing in this cohort, and just go ahead of the class. We do have those resources available on YouTube. Okay. Yeah, if you have any queries or questions, you can reach out to any of the tutors. Personally, I would rather you don't send me direct message because if I show you my direct messages, I have like 99 of them. It's impossible to go through everything. What you can do is to mention, just directly mention me in one of the threads that I post and let me know what issue you're having and I'll be happy to help. Okay. Thank you all. Bye.